Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray and this is Luna. And in today's video we are going to be sharing all of our cross stitch. I say our, it's my cross stitch. And knitting. So please join us. Today I'll be having some coffee as soon as it's finished brewing here. And yeah, so how have you been? This week has been crazy busy for me. I don't even know where the time went, to be honest. But yeah, it's just been crazy busy. Everybody is well here. She might take a nap now. So she's a blue merle collie and we believe she's a mix. She's a runt, so she's very, very small compared to a standard collie. But many people think that she's an Australian shepherd, which I won't rule it out, but she is a rescue, and she's now 6 years old this coming week. I believe September 9th is her gotcha day. So I'm very lucky to have her in my life, and she's going to be inappropriate. And of course you're going to do that as soon as I say something nice about you. Anyway, she's a wonderful dog, and I'm glad that she's still with me. So let's get into it. I did work on a few whips this week, but I don't have any finishes to share with you yet. I do have something coming up this week and, well, for the next month and some, that I think that you might want to join in on as a community, so please stay tuned for that. And also I have a little bit of haul and some decisions to make regarding yesterday's video on my Jessi mystery box, the box of bliss. I am lucky to have so many great friends in my life. So let's get started with whips. First, I'll share with you an old whip, which is this is my patchwork paw print bag, which I do have a few more on the way to share with you guys. In this bag, I have my Year of Blackwork Sal by Peppermint Purple. This is a free stitch along. Sal means stitch along. If you're new, sorry, sometimes I forget. There are a lot of people who are new to cross stitch, and there's lots of acronyms. So if you ever wonder what I'm talking about, please ask in the comments. We will help. So this is a stitch along, S-A-L, Sal, from Peppermint Purple, and I am doing it on plain white Aida. And it's basically each week you get a new block and you fill it in with black work. I'll bring it closer to the screen so you can have a look, but we are really getting along now. So I think you might be able to see where I am at the bottom. I'm still several weeks behind, but yeah, it's beautiful. My favorite block so far is this one. I just wish it were a darker color like this. In fact, if I were to do this again, I might switch those two blocks just because I really enjoy the pattern of this. Oh, you're going to leave us now? She's just going to lay on the floor. Yeah. She likes to look at the door. So having her in this chair isn't always great. But I'll just put stuff in the chair as we talk. Is that okay? I enjoy this so much. It's very quick to do. So even if you want to jump in now, if you do, when you go to the Facebook group to download the file, it has week 1 through 35, I believe, is what we're at now. Where is the time going, you guys? Like, where is it actually going? So I'm still catching up, but that's just because I haven't prioritized it. It would be really easy to do and just dedicate all your time to. It's very quick. Each block only takes like an hour, so it's not very difficult at all. I had a new start this week. So in the mail, which you might have seen yesterday, the Dark Queen of the Seas stitch along started, and on the 1st of September, and I got the fabric and the floss pack from Leslie from undertheseafabrics.com. So the Dark Queen of the Seas, sorry, let me try to be concise. I need my coffee as well. The Dark Queen of the Seas Stitch Along is by Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's available on their Etsy store, so if you want to go there and purchase it, it's a one-time payment, but then they use the email address you provide to give you a new update every month for 12 months, because it's a 12-month stitch along. They give you one piece every month for 12 months. Make sense? Tractor. So, this is going to be way too hot to drink right now, but hey. And this is what I was talking about. This is a French press or a cafetiere. That's how I make my coffee. But I would love to upgrade someday, one of these days. Anyway, Dark Queen of the Seas is also, it's known as hashtag Dark Queen of the Seas Sal, or hashtag It's Not a Mermaid Sal, which is what I'm going to call it. So I worked on my, It's Not a Mermaid Sal, and I got one of the 3 fish done. So this is my fabric. Isn't it delicious? And we are working near in the middle. And that is my little fishy. I think it's so cool. It looks 3D on this fabric, these colors. So really excited about that. And I decided, I remember when I got everything out of the box in the haul video and I talked about it, I was like, oh, I'll put the purple at the top. Silly me, I was thinking, because I want to see more purple. But the fact is that in the ocean, the dark would be at the bottom, not at the top. So yeah, I changed my mind. But that fabric is so pretty. It is a 28 count opalescent linen, and it's called Bewitched. You can buy it directly from her website, undertheseafabrics.com. But I'm so enjoying that. It's a very difficult pattern for me for whatever reason. I'm guessing that my problem is that the stitches in the fish, there's a lot of diagonal stitching. And because I tend to stitch Danish style, which is where you go in a line one way and then go back across those X's with the other leg, that's Danish style, whereas English style is where you do a whole X and then move on to the next space and do the whole X, etc. That I just get really confused and I can't. So I need to start practicing more English style stitching, evidently, because I'm not good at spatial, whatever it is. What did I drop? Oh, I dropped my headphones. It's okay. But it is lovely. The colors are fabulous. It's only the first week of September. So my goal with that project is to get the other 2 fish done by the end of the month so that I am ready for the next month's drop. I think it's doable. However, because of this, obviously my other stitch-alongs have suffered a little bit. Oh, I have needle minders on it. It doesn't matter. So the other whip I have is my Midnight Way Sal by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Holy cow, my lighting is okay today. So I will have to bring it up a little because this particular piece has a lot of details. She's so cute. So I only got to stitch a little bit on this week. I filled in all of the pink and the crows, or the ravens rather, that's what I'm going to call them. I got the bat and the little white stars there on the side, the outline of the sign, and that is it. That's all I had time for this week. But I did get my Midnight Way needle minder. So there's the official needle minder. And that's my own needle minder. If it fits, I sits. That will be available in my own Etsy shop as soon as I open it, which should be very soon. So I am really excited about that. I'm actually going to be moving this project into my brand new bag from the 805 Stitcher. She has a YouTube channel and an Etsy shop, and she makes magnificent project bags that are vinyl fronted. So look at that fabric. I have been seeing this fabric all over my Facebook for some reason. She has her own tag down here, which I don't think you can see, but it's cute. And then inside the bag, she even put in a needle minder that's made of the fabric from the outside of the bag. Oh my gosh, if I can get it the right way around. Isn't that the most adorable thing ever? So I'm going to be putting the Midnight Way Sal into this bag because I want to look at it all the time. And also because at the moment, sorry about the bang. At the moment, all I am using is one of these, which are really good project bags, actually. If you're on a budget and you don't want to spend money on frivolous stuff like bags like I do, these wallets are made of like a plastic, and they have a really strong net with a really good zipper. And they're available in like stationery shops in the back to school section. So go check that out. Or if you want to shop online, I'm sure you could find them on Amazon or some other website. But I'm the kind of person that I really do like project bags and stuff like that. So I tend to buy those. Excuse me. And that is all of my cross stitch whip, you guys. That's it. That's all I've got. But I have really exciting news for what's coming up. And actually, I do need to get a few pieces of information ready for us because I don't want to mess up what I'm saying. But you all know, ooh, the Woodland Creatures just came out for, oh, hang on. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, okay. The Woodland Creatures Mystery Sal Patty Breaks 4 boys and an NL girl just released. I just got it in my email. Sorry. Anyway, so let me see. You all know that I have a really good friend named Jessi. Her page is called Mislaid Pages on YouTube. And what we decided is that, bring this back. We decided that we were going to start something together for Season of Smalls. And we're going to do a little contest. So my pattern, the pattern that we're going to do together is Gathering Berries by Luminous Fiber Arts. This is by Misty Purcell. And since we were both going to do it anyway, we both kitted this up. I did ask you guys, which should I use, or which should I use for this particular project? Should I use Vintage Country Mocha by Zweigart? I incorrectly called it Picture This Plus. I don't know why. I had a brain moment. So Zweigart Country Mocha, Vintage Country Mocha, or Doubloon by Picture This Plus. And overwhelmingly, you guys chose Vintage Country Mocha. Thank you, camera. I don't know why it's having trouble focusing on that. I think it looks a little too uniform, but that's okay. I don't think you're going to be able to tell. So basically, we're going to do this, and I'm going to use Claret by Gast, or Gentle Art Sampler Threads. Yeah. By the Gentle Art. So those are Claret. My nails match because we're making it a thing. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be joining in on Mislaid Pages hashtag Season of Smalls. So now I know that this isn't exactly the smallest chart, but we want to extend this to you too. We want you to join us. It doesn't have to be this pattern. In fact, I would highly recommend that you pick a smaller pattern and just join us. We recommend, I'm going to put some details right here next to me. We recommend that the size is less than 50 by 50 stitches. So something nice and small, something easy and accomplishable. Something that you can finish. So what we're going to do is from now until, when's the date? I'll put the date on the screen. It's probably already there in the thingy. From now until then, you have to start a new project and finish that project within that time frame, and then send us an email with a picture of your finish and the name that you would like to be called. And we are going to, well, she is going to make a video of all of the finishes that we have from everybody who has participated. And not only that, but if you finish and you send us a picture to be put into the video, you will also be put into a random draw for a win. And Jessi and I have decided that we are going to give away gift certificates to our Etsy shops. Now, she has a shop where she sells things like Dinky Dyes, collect the catalog Floss Club, Silk Club rather, and she has needle minders and patterns and a lot of really good stuff. And in my shop, I just sell needle minders, diamond painting cover minders, and diamond painting pens. So it'll give you an opportunity to have a kind of thank you, a gift certificate towards something in the future. And as for me, my coupon, my gift certificate will not expire. So you have as long as you want to use it. I can't speak for anyone else. But I would love it if you would join us. If you have any questions at all, please open up the description box of this video. I will make sure that I write all of the details there so that it's very clear, because I know that sometimes I'm all over the place and it's difficult for me to summarize without a lot of heavy editing on my part, you know, editing myself and editing my video. So I hope that you'll join #SeasonOfSmalls. It'll only run for about 5 weeks, but you're more than welcome to join us, especially if you have something small that you want to finish. So now is the time for ornaments. Now is the time for those little Mill Hill bead kits, which I so adore. Anything that you want that is cross-stitching, you are more than welcome to join. So cheers, and thank you for participating and joining along with us. I would love to see what you create, especially those of you watching who don't actually cross stitch, but you watch my videos anyway. Thank you. Maybe this will give you that motivation to get a teeny tiny itty bitty kit to do along with us. It's kind of a giveaway, but it's more of a contest. So I hope that's fun. I hope you'll join us. So that will be my new start this week. She's already started. She started last night and she is flying through it. I think the last time that I spoke with her, she was like all the way down here. So like halfway down on the left side. Crazy. I love that girl. Right. Okay. So there are a few things that I did get in the mail, and I did show them very in depth in my cross-stitching haul video from yesterday. So if you're interested in like a ton of fabrics, an absolute ton of fabrics, and things like that, please check out that video. But I do have a few extra things, some that I did show in that video, but also a lot of patterns that I didn't show because I decided to keep the patterns for today so that we have something to talk about today. So let me grab them. Let's go with the things that I did show last time. The one thing that I really wanted to show again is the Lindy Stitches Beach Dance bag kit that she sent. Well, she didn't send it, sorry. I purchased this from her site. I didn't show my bag. My bag actually had a thank you card in it. And they both of the kits actually came with a finishing card, which I believe she sells on her site as well. So it tells you, you can write the title of the piece, who stitched it, the date, and any special notes about that project. That's a great idea. Because I'm the kind of person that doesn't write those things down. A lot of people that I watch do, and I would love to get more organized in general, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I just feel like in like, I don't know, in 50 years, I'm going to be like, oh, why didn't I write these things down? Because my memory is bad enough as it is. But I'm in love with all the finishing trims and everything, so I will want to start this as soon as possible, but maybe not right away, if you know what I mean. There's no time limit on it, but everything that was sent in the bag is going to stay in the bag until I actually start it. You all right? She just growled at something and I don't know why. You're okay. Do you want to come back up here? Come on. Up. Come on. There. She's such a ham. Okay. There are a few other things. Yeah. Why don't you lay down and relax? Some coffee? No. All right. So there were a few of these beautiful patterns that I got in my package. The first one I actually got from Jessi's shop, Mislaid Pages on Etsy. A few of them. I'm going to take it out of the plastic so that you can see the picture better, because other than that one little box, I don't want to do too much editing today because I have a busy day ahead. And if you're a patron of mine and you follow me on my Patreon and support me on my Patreon, then you would have seen my day in the life video. And yeah, you know how much time I have to spend on editing and making videos, and I don't want to do that today. I just want to relax and enjoy some crafting time after the week that I've had. But this is the first one that I got from her shop. It's called Black Cat by Madame Chantilly. This is so cute and so delicate. I love those pumpkins, especially the ones that are attached to the cat's tail. I think it's nice and small, but super cute. That cat is going to take forever to stitch, but it's just, I don't know why I love it so much, but it's just so whimsical and pretty. You can find Madame Chantilly, you can find this pattern on Mislaid Pages, but you could also find her at Blogspot. So M-M-E Chantilly at .blogspot.it. So she's Italian. Very cool. I like the way that this is printed in a booklet style. The symbols are very large, but unfortunately the entire pattern is in black and white. And I like color patterns. They're easier for me to follow, but I will make do. Next up, you might have remembered seeing this before. This is Loose Feathers Summer by Blackbird Designs. This is one of 3. It's hard to see. Sorry about that. This is booklet number 1. Well, I got it because I wanted the bird, the partridge sewing box for #DamnBirdSal, which was going to be one of my Season of Smalls until we decided to do Gathering Berries together, Jessi and I. But I went ahead and I picked up Winter and Autumn as well. So the order would be like so. That is what the sampler, turn myself this way. That is what the full sampler would look like if you were to stitch the thing that's on the front, the main pattern. But I believe, let's look at Autumn first. Oh, I actually really like that. Pumpkin Blossom Sewing Box. Come on. That is so adorable. Oh my goodness. I'm in love with that. I might have to rethink this damn bird, Sal. Can we pick any damn bird we want? Asking for Michelle. And, ooh, very cute. on the back of this one on winter is this gorgeous, let me see. Does it have that pattern in there as well? I haven't really looked at it. Yes, it does. It's called Eveline Cunningham, and it's a sampler. So if you're doing sampler September, there's that. Isn't that cute? 1835. I love that alphabet. I'm not really an alphabet person. That deer, though, that deer looks drunk, just saying. And then it shows you, oops, it shows you the model where they are all stitched together. If I did it, I wouldn't do the alphabet, though. That's just me. So now, because I'm a completionist, I have all three, and I feel much better now. They are made with like this high quality, very high quality paper, and honestly, like probably the nicest printed patterns that I've gotten so far. So thank you. Those are all from Mislaid Pages as well. And then the last pattern that I have to share with you today is one that I have to take it out of the bag. I went to Garon's Stitchery, garon-stitchery.com. It's Garon, Gary from the Sunshine Stitchers, and Ronnie from Garon Toten Bags made a website, and they are now selling not just their grime guards and bags, project bags, but they're also selling patterns and fabric and threads. If I remember correctly, they do live in Florida, the Sunshine State. So if you are near there, it would be much faster to order from there. But they had a lot of things in their shop, and they totally enabled me with their post on their Facebook group. So go check them out. But I have been eyeing this pattern since I first started stitching, and probably, I believe that it was, I think it was Handwork Maniac, Brenda, who actually enabled this particular pattern purchase. It's Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And I am going to, leave it here for just a little bit. Try to get the lighting right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to flip it over because they have the model stitch on this side, and I think it's easier to see. It says, "We do lie beneath the grass, in memory, in the moonlight, in the shade of the yew tree. They that pass hear us not. We are afraid." Can you see that? We are afraid. Then there's witches and the scarecrow, and then it says, "They would envy our delight." And then there's like this swamp with all the scary eyes, the hollow, and there's a sign pointing. And then the last box says, "In our graves by glowworm night." It's really hard for this to focus. I'm so sorry, but this is an epic pattern, and it doesn't really look like, when I show it like this, it doesn't look like much, but it's huge. And I have a plan. I so much have a plan that I've actually bought all the floss for this. And I don't know if I'm going to start it this year. But I'm going to I'll talk about this in plans in a minute, but I'm thinking about making a book, like a Halloween book, and using these as the highlights for each page. So if you opened the book, you would see these two together, etc. My favorite block out of all of these blocks has got to be "We Are Afraid" with the mermaid. Oh, I wish you could see. There we go. We Are Afraid. And it has an octopus and skulls and treasure chest and everything. The sun just came out, so that's why things have changed. But look at all of the cool details. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So, it says, this is Carriage House Samplings, and it says, stitch count is 371 by 278. Each square block is 92 by 92, and the center is 185 by 92. So like each one of these, and it's pretty much full coverage. Well, not exactly full coverage, but like that last block is definitely all full coverage. There isn't even a single stitch that isn't stitched. That's a lot of stitches. I know I'm a little bit crazy, but I really like that one. I really, really like that one. And one day it will be done. One day. That's the one thing about stitching, is that you must have patience and not feel like you have to finish everything right away, right? I'm surprised she's still here. Okay, next up is some things that I got in the mail after the box. I have a subscription to the Crafty Kitten, Crafty Kitten fabric, craftykitten.co.uk. And I'm going to hold the fabric here. These are some fabrics that were in my box this time. This is Mossy Ruin, or Mossy Ruins, and it is a 32 count linen, and it smells amazing. But this is really pretty. I would love to get more of this fabric. Just absolutely stunning. I like that green color. Next up is called Abalone or Abalone, depending on where you live. And it's a beautiful blue and purple. It's very nice. There we go. Very light and springy. Next, I got, oh, and sorry, that is a 32 count Belfast. This is Jurassic Sands Opalescent on 28 Cashel. Can't see the sparkle, but it definitely sparkles, and it's a little bit darker than my camera would like you to believe. And the last piece is a 28 count Cashel, June 2020. It's really pretty. And it is pink and purple with little tiny specks of cream. I like it. It looks like a sherbet, like an ice cream or something. So those are the fabrics that I got after the big box. So yeah, it's been a heck of a week. I spent the entire day, was it not yesterday, but the day before? Yeah, 2 days ago, after I opened that box, I spent the whole next day 2 hours ironing and preparing those fabrics to be archived. And the way that I do that is I just iron them, put them into acid-free tissue paper, roll them, tie them up with cotton twine, like baker's twine or kitchen twine. I staple, if it came with a card for the actual piece of fabric, I'll staple that to the edge of it, and then I put it away. I have under the bed boxes that I keep here in my vanity, and I also have a long wrapping paper bag, so you can get an extra long kind of duffel bag, if you want to think of it that way, that opens on one end and you can stick really long things in. So if you're a diamond painter but not a cross stitcher, that's another option for storing your diamond paintings. Say your completed diamond paintings, if you want to keep them rolled up, you could put them into something like that. And I'll try to remember to link that in my link haven, where I put all the links for everything. So, she's having a dream. Let's talk yarn. I don't even know where to begin. Let me talk about Knit Crate first. I am subscribed to Knit Crate, and I actually, well, there was a mix-up and I forgot to cancel 2 boxes. I had been getting 2 boxes for a little while just to stock up on some yarns that I really enjoyed, and I forgot to cancel. But luckily for me, the box was really, really great the last time. So this is the Knit Crate box. Now I have a referral code down below. If you're interested in signing up, you will get your first box for $5 and I will get a free box. But you don't have to use my link. You can just go directly to Knit Crate and sign up, but I don't know if it'll give you the $5 box. Anyway, this is what it looks like. When you open it up, it's usually a little bit more pretty. It has the paper. And you open that either side, and you'll get a free gift. So in this case, we have a Tunisian crochet hook. I've never done Tunisian crochet, but I did think about it because I thought I couldn't knit at one point in my life. It also comes with 2 large hanks of yarn. In this case, it's called Uru yarn. And I'll go into detail about that in just a moment. And then at the bottom of my box, I have the Inspirations booklet, which is a pattern booklet for both knitting and crochet. And in this case, they have knitting, crochet, and Tunisian crochet because of the hook. So this is a cotton yarn. This is a beautiful cotton yarn, and it is coming up really blue in this light. But you can see that there is variegation in it. And it's absolutely stunning. 100% organic Pima cotton in DK weight. This is 266 yards, 242 meters, 100 grams. So you get 200 grams of yarn for $5 if you sign up with that link. Otherwise, every month, 1 box will cost you $24.99, I believe. And it's beautiful. But of course, because I had a problem with my account, I didn't catch it in time, and so I ended up buying 2 more boxes. And you know, I would actually give them away, but I cannot ship bulky items. However, I can send you a Tunisian crochet hook. I have 2 of them to give away. I only need 1. But see, I have plenty of this yarn, which is beautiful. I think that might be a shirt quantity. I have more hooks. So if you're interested in learning Tunisian crochet, then please just write the word crochet in your comment, and I will choose 2 people to get one of these very special Tunisian crochet hooks. And in order to enter, I'm going to be very transparent about this. So I have a Google document down below. It's called my Happy Mail form. The rules to enter into any giveaway on this channel is to fill out that form with your details. If you've changed your address since you filled in the form, please fill in the form again. What will happen is I will, at the end of the week, before I start filming my next Flosstube video, I will go in and I will randomly select a winner using the randomcommentpicker.com, random YouTube comment picker, and I will search for the word crochet in this case, and it will give me all of the comments with the word crochet, and it will randomly choose a person. I will then get the person's screen name, go to my Happy Mail form, and check to see if they filled in the form. If they have, then I will announce the winner, and then I will contact them directly by email just to make sure that their address is correct. I would, if I pick your name but you haven't filled in the form, then I will skip and pick another winner. You must be 18 years old or older to enter into this giveaway. It is not sponsored by YouTube at all. I will be sending these with my own money. The only place that I cannot ship to is Mexico, New Zealand, Australia, Malaysia, Philippines. I can ship to Taiwan now. No, not Taiwan. Sorry, excuse me. Thailand. I'd have to check on Taiwan. But anyway, so it's open worldwide except for those countries. Unless you'd be happy for me to hold on to it until I can send mail to your country, in which case I have no problem holding on to it. So just like Julie and Jamie, I will put it into an envelope and stick it to the side until I am able to ship again. So if you're interested, it says that this is 6mm or J size Tunisian crochet hook. And they look really well made as well. So, and I love the fact that they're made of wood or bamboo. That is fantastic. I'd love to try it too someday. So that is Knit Crate. I love this yarn. I really do. It's just really vibrant. The feel of it, it doesn't feel, it does feel like cotton. It just doesn't, I'm used to feeling it and feeling wool, so maybe that's why it's kind of strange to me. But what I wanted to show you was the patterns. And if you're interested in the pattern as well, let me know, because I will give you the pattern as well. I'll just give you the book, yeah. These were the yarns for this month. July is this month's box. And so you can see there's Hustle, which actually Jessi opened that. It's the Energize Me colorway. It's these two pinks. That's really pretty. The neutral or all natural is called Pavement, and it's grays. And then the chill out box is Stardust. That's what it's called, sorry. Stardust is the name. And it actually, on the paper and on the website, it looked purple, but it's actually blue. I can see it here. It just didn't photograph quite as well. It looks totally purple. Oh, wow. It says purple leaning navy. Yeah, leaning. Okay, and then they did their sock yarns. They have sock yarn boxes, which I'm going to be getting next, I believe. The next box, the one that's for September, definitely, is going to be a sock yarn for me. And then they give you patterns. So they have these patterns. I'm trying to see if I can show you. Those are all the patterns that they have provided in this month's magazine. So we have the Sanctuary knit shawl, the Sanctuary crochet shawl, and the Summer Lines shawlette. I believe the Summer Lines shawlette is the Tunisian crochet. I'm just double checking. Those are socks. Crochet shawl, knit shawl. Oh, you have to download it. Oops, I think that's the one. Anyway, I'll make sure that I help you with that if you're interested. Let me just move these boxes to the side. Good girl. You sleepy? Let's talk whips, shall we? I had a new start. I decided to start my Marrakesh shawl, or cardigan rather. Yeah, you see it? It's staring at me. I decided to cast this on. I needed something easy. and it is easy. Check it out. So this is the back. Make sure it doesn't fall off my needles. This is the back of the cardigan. Isn't it just so colorful? Getting a very autumnal vibe off of it. And the rest of it is over there. This is Chromia yarn. So this is the brand, Adria Fill, Chromia, made in Italy. The color, it's a number. It doesn't have a name. Anyway, you can pause that if you need to write down the number. But that's the type of yarn, is Chromia. It is 62% acrylic and 38% wool. And I really enjoy the color. Now, when I first cast it on, I thought I was going to be unique, and I thought, you okay? I thought I was going to cast on an I-cord bind off. Don't change patterns when you're still new, okay? But anyway, this garter ridge at the very bottom, which I can't really show you that well, can I? There's a garter ridge at the bottom here on this side, which I believe it kind of brings the whole garment together at the very bottom of it. And then the back, the whole body of it is going to be much wider and stockinette stitch, clearly. And I really like it. It's just stockinette. And hopefully I'll figure out how to piece everything together. I've never given up, so I'm very determined in that way. I won't give up, but I might put it to the side if I get frustrated at it enough. but I'm prepared to try. Oh, and sorry, this is my Cottage number 9 bag from an Irish seller. Actually, they're both my Cottage number 9 bags. Definitely my favorite bag maker in Ireland. They're two totally different styles though. That one is very structurally upright, and this one is more collapsible, I suppose you could say. But in this bag, I have my, and I don't have a printout of this, I'm so sorry, my Hohi Locatelli, it's called, wait for it, Fading Point. It always takes a moment. I have part of her head there on the pattern. But I am now in the, what is known as garter band number 2. And I have worked a few hours on this since you last saw it. So I'm trying to center that so that you can see the area down here at the bottom is the actual end. So that will be straight like this, and the rest goes down. Not quite sure how to show you that. My little stitch markers are from Maxwell Knits on Etsy, who's in Ireland as well. I think he's from Italy, right? Anyway. So I'm on garter band number 2, and I'm very quickly about to get into lace number 2, which is the same lace detail as is here. To get closer. And really all you can see is my dog's fur stuck into it. But it's lovely. The yarn that I'm using on this is Irish Fairy Tale yarns in the colorway Atlantis that was dyed specifically for this pattern, and I'm super excited about getting into a new color. As I told you before, I'm going to be knitting each color on different needles and then moving on to the next color, etc., because I don't want to lose steam on this project. It takes a lot of time. This is not a small project. So because it's so complicated and it takes a lot of thinking, this is just a long-term project for me. Oh, did I tell you about my bandana? Oh boy, hold on. It wouldn't be a Rachel Ray video without me forgetting something. I finished my bandana, my Empower People bandana by Casapinka. It is completely finished. I should have worn it for the whole video. I totally forgot. So this is it as the cowl. You can play with it and turn it in if you want, like a bandit. I feel kind of like a bandit. Or you can flip it up. Take down my hair. Go full washerwoman on it. But it's really, really pretty. It's super squishy. It's not anything like difficult, or there's no difficult stitches at all in it. It's just garter stitch. It's got a lovely edge to it as well, which I'm finding hard to capture here on the neckband. The yarn that I used for this bandana is a custom dye from Abby Design Knits. Abby Rose Design, sorry. Abby Rose Design on Etsy. Can you see how squishy it is? No need to block it or anything like that. It's just a really lovely little piece. I finished it in just, what was it, a week? I think it was a week that I finished. And can you tell I just dried my hair, so it's all shiny. And it is lovely. It's really warm and cozy, and I'm so glad that I have it. I'm glad that I did it. I should be getting this week my other purple yarn from Curio Yarns, and she's sending that, and she's sending me a bag that I asked her to make for me. So you should see that by this coming week, and I will start another one. And then when I have that one finished, I'm going to do another giveaway, and I am going to give whichever one to the winner that they want. And I'll make sure that I hand wash it before I give it to you, because I've worn it. Yeah. And just like any other time, please, please, please don't say giveaway in your comment, please. It gets flagged by YouTube and deleted, so please don't do that. Just write what I said for you to say. I do have some really exciting stuff coming up in the next few weeks regarding the channel and regarding Flosstube, so I hope that you will tune in again in the future for that as well. Hint, hint, wink, wink, if you know what I mean. I think that is the end of today's episode. I'm just looking underneath. I do have a flip through of the new World of Cross Stitching magazine that I need to get out on the channel, but that is not today. I believe that I've said everything that I have to say. Don't forget about Season of Smalls. Join us. Please. Please join us. And if you have a finish, send it over. Again, I didn't say it out loud. I'll say it out loud. The email address that you need to send in your preferred name and your picture of your finish before, was it the 11th of October? Whatever I said, I'll put it on the screen again, is SeasonOfSmalls@gmail.com. Everything will be on the screen so that you can see it. Okay? And I'll actually put it next to me while we talk. And also, if you're wondering why my painting moved up and why there's a gigantic gray spot on my wall, don't use nanotape to hang things on the wall. Yeah. I'm going to have to fix that now. So Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. Well, that was a very calm Flosstube today. Okay. Every week at the end of my Flosstube, I like to read a poem from the Second Sight book by Patty Bush. He is a local poet to my area, and it's in English and in Irish and Gaelic. So if you're studying or anything like that, you could always use it as a learning tool. Goodness. So, today's poem is called The Wailing Woman, Skellig Michael, which, if you didn't know, backstory, Skellig Michael is a monastic settlement from ages ago. No one's lived there since the early 1800s, when the last missionaries set up there. Unfortunately, that entire story is just, I would ask you to read about it. It's very sad and tragic what happened to the last people that lived there, but nothing spooky or anything. It's just, you're living out on an island in off the coast, like 20 kilometers off the coast. Anyway, right. Was it that far? The Wailing Woman, Skellig Michael. Oh, and Skellig Michael. Okay, it's a tangent. Sorry. Do you know the Star Wars movies? You know, where Luke Skywalker is on that island? Yeah, that's where they filmed it, right there. So you should come and visit me. It's just right there. It's right there. Okay. The Wailing Woman, Skellig Michael. The Wailing Woman, they mostly call me. I don't know. I am so long bent over into stone that I don't remember being man or woman. I don't know if it's a man's keening or a woman's I make now, or ever made. A stone keening more than all else, external to all else, alien. I wail for the rupturing of the rock, the adamant rock splintered from itself, the slabs being set into steps, hammered into beehive huts, dominated by tinkling bells, the drone of prayer. I mourn the rock in smithereens by the crazed power of engineers, cliffs battered and bruised into a road, a lighthouse. I am wailing for my own uprooting, my transformation by pilgrims and the weather. My hands are spread out before me, and sometimes birds come to me, pretending to ignore me, ignore my hardness, their eyes and plumage eager for air and for light. But they still come to land on me, as if I were a sainted legend, as if they're in thrall to my wailing. I wail for Christ, as is rightly said, with the wailing women of Jerusalem. But I wail also for the wailing women everywhere, east, west, north, and south, one arm spread to the camera, the other distributing flags to the young. I mourn for the mourners who celebrate the morning. I mourn for the raw knees of pilgrims who pass by me, whispering punishment. I mourn my deafness to their prayers and their deafness to the hosanna of the surrounding air. I am bent under the weight of the moon, her iciness, of her denial, month after month, tide after springtide, that she is my mother and the sea's mother, that she is, in spite of herself, the flow and the ebb. But I bow each morning before dawn, rising to me from the mainland, my back resolutely to the setting sun, for I value the innocence of morning light more than the dearly bought knowledge of evening darkness. And I will keep my face like an altar window to the east, waiting for the ludicrous puffins coming again and again with multicolored fish-brimming beaks. 'Tis very serious, lads. Now, if you're interested in purchasing this book of poems by Patty Bush, please check out the link that I have in the description box of this video below. Or you can go back and watch all of my Flosstube videos and you can read them all with me. So, with that, guys, I hope that you have a fantastic day, wonderful day, wonderful weekend, and I will see you all really, really soon in my upcoming videos, and I hope you enjoy them. Take care, everybody. Bye!